welcome to Director Review. I would tell you why we're laughing, but I don't think I can.
Inappropriate.
Oh my God. All right. Calm down now, everyone. So we were going to do a foreign film Friday. We had promised you Bahubali too.
I know.
Here's the thing.
It's my fault.
We dream too big.
Well, no, you know what? We all work, and we all work in very demanding fields. And honestly,
Isn't
it was
demanding?
Well,
like, you go to work
sure,
for 40 hours a week.
and you're exhausted by the end. And some days you just have days where you just can't even think about sitting and watching 2 hours and 45 minutes of something. So
Maybe we just chose a point in our life that we chose a different branch. This
Yeah.
is like Mr.
Oh,
Nobody.
God, no.
You know what? You know what?
No.
Instead
No.
of watching this movie,
no. Good God. Anyways, everyone, hello. So we're not doing our normal stuff. Today is not even a foreign film Friday. Today is I don't know what the.
We tried to pick a
Netflix-indy.
Christmas movie.
on
It's
Netflix.
kind of
It's a brand new Netflix
It's
original.
It is a Netflindy.
It's a Netflix original. I'm still crying from all the laughing we just did.
Is it a Christmas movie or is it a movie that takes place during Christmas?
It's like Die Hard.
Which is not a Christmas movie.
I feel like you are correct.
Everyone
It's a
will
movie.
say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, even though
And
it is
they
a
will be
movie
wrong.
that takes place during Christmas. I don't think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, but a lot of people do.
I used to know so many people who would go,
They were
Die
like,
Hard
Die Hard
is
is
my favorite
Christmas
Christmas
movie. I'm
movie.
like, that's
And
not
I
a Christmas
can't.
movie. No,
There's no Santa Claus.
right? Hey, this one
No,
has
there is a Santa
Claus.
Claus in Die Hard. You just see him in the background.
Oh, that's right. And El Camino Christmas,
There's no
which is what we watched, right?
character.
Yeah,
option.
El Camino Christmas
El Camino
on
Christmas.
Netflix.
By the way, El Camino Christmas on Netflix. That's
Yes.
what we're talking about. It did have Santa Claus because I had Tim Allen.
Oh, it did have the Santa Claus 2
So
and 3.
Technically,
This is after the Santa Claus, the clause itself ended in the contract, and he,
Oh, that was a good one, Leonard. That's your one for the month.
yeah, I'll
the
take
year.
it. You know why? Because I don't have that many things
Yeah.
to be
Well, there
happy
you
about. All right, so yes, we watched El Camino Christmas, which actually just came out in the beginning of this month,
yeah,
December 8th.
December 8th.
Oh,
like
so,
5
like,
days ago or
a few
something?
days ago. Yeah.
Cinco Días.
Oh God, no.
Sí.
I don't know what
We're
you
doing
said.
the podcast in Spanish.
Oh God.
Feliz Navidad.
All right, go for it, Trevor.
Hola, me llamo Trevor. ¿Cómo estás? Hoy hablamos para una,
This is gonna take a while.
¿cómo se dice movie en español?
Maybe it's like El Cinema.
Come
no,
on.
I thought it was like... accent. I'm sorry. I'm speaking English with an accent now. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. All right. El Camino Christmas. Let's go back to... All right.
It's been a day.
Oh, man. It was a good movie. It was very good. It was a dramedy. What was it about, Leonard? Leonard has exited the building mentally.
Leonard's
Oh my
dying.
God! Why is everything so funny tonight? What the hell was in that pizza?
What was that laugh?
Drugs.
Oh, gosh.
Did our pizza place drug us?
I guess so. Oh my God. All right. Anyways,
This is going poorly.
So, we're going to edit the laughs out and continue on here.
oh, we don't edit. Anyways, so yes, El Camino Christmas. Absolutely, it was a fantastic movie. More importantly, I had Tim the Toolman Taylor. I immediately forgot Tim Allen. There we go.
Tim Allen.
Tim the Toolman Taylor. Tim Allen. I do. I said his first name and then I got confused.
Formerly also known as Woody from Toy Story.
Also
Or
known as
Buzz,
Santa
whatever.
Claus.
He's the dinosaur, right?
Yeah, dinosaur, Slinky
I
Dog.
thought he was the ham. No?
Oh, no, he just is a ham.
No, that's the ham's the one that lives next door and blows up little boys.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
Anyway, so that's Tim Allen, Dax Shepard, Kurtwood Smith. Obviously, right there, you're just like, wow, that's a weird cast, and it
Jessica
was.
Alba.
We
Where
should-
has Jessica Alba been for
She
the
has
last
been
10
doing
years?
her own kind of green products for
Really?
parents. And
She's
it's
been raising her
weird.
children.
No joke.
And we should say
Yeah.
that Kurtwood Smith, for a lot of people probably don't know who Kurtwood Smith is. It's Red from that 70s show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yet he's known
If you told
for
me
RoboCop on IMDb.
Well, it also said Jessica Alba in here is known for Fantastic Four.
I
so-
think everyone knows her from Fantastic Four because Fantastic Four is talked about as one of the worst movies.
But it does
But
not.
yeah, I guess so.
compare
Like, what else would you
to-
say that she's in?
Right. I have no
Dark
clue.
Angel. I knew her from Dark Angel.
What's Dark
Nerd.
Angel? I've never heard that.
Dark Angel was a TV show back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
A
It was
TV
absolutely fantastic.
It was on CW, wasn't it?
TV?
No, it was on Fox.
It was on Fox.
It was on Fox.
Wow, Fox.
Anyway, so El Camino Christmas. Is there a synopsis here? Because honestly, it's kind of a difficult.
Okay, so it's a kid that goes looking for his dad. He's not a kid. He's an adult.
Yeah.
A young man, young adult in his 20s.
What was his name in the movie?
Oh, gosh.
Eric Roth. Eric Roth, also played by Luke Grimes. He goes to look for his dad in the small town of El Camino, Nevada, correct?
There was not
Yeah.
one El Camino in this film.
No, there was not, just the city. Anyways, so he gets there and he kind of runs into a corrupt police officer who takes him in, beats him up, and then Dax Shepard, who's also another, not officer, sorry, deputy.
He's a deputy.
One of the sheriff's deputies, and he lets him go, which then causes a chase from the corrupt one, and eventually ends in a hostage situation in a
Vicente's liquor store.
Vicente's liquor store.
It was an accidental hostage situation.
It wasn't a hostage situation. That's the
It
worst
was
part
like,
about
oh,
it.
Carl, the bad cop, just made it all.
You're
Yeah.
just gonna shoot us
Carl!
all up. Carl.
Damn it, Carl.
Damn it, Carl. Okay. All right. I think I've got the giggles
That
out,
was-
so I think I'll be better now.
That was pretty good. That was a good description.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
know.
I've just watched the movie
You just
again.
watched the whole damn movie.
Again.
Since this movie's so new, I think we will avoid spoiling the ending because it's absolutely kind of a heart-wrenching film for a Christmas film.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to look for something happy, even though they try to wrap it up all happy and neat at the end,
I
it's
thought this
not.
was a comedy.
Right? It's not. It's so sad. Because
I don't get the point of Jessica Alba being pregnant in this movie. Though.
I don't get the point of Jessica Alba being in this movie.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
Because
a
she plays a reporter, which, by the way, as someone who's in the industry, wow,
Ooh.
Buckle up.
her delivery is probably one of the worst live deliveries I've ever seen.
Well,
What?
that's
Leonard being
probably-
critical of something? Never heard that
never
before.
Oh, hush.
Maybe she doesn't do that for a living, Leonard.
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
she's
yeah,
being
yeah.
an actress.
So Eric obviously is looking for his dad, and I'm just gonna. I mean, it's not really a secret who his dad is.
yeah, it was kind of you kind of get that feeling. Even it's just like the meaningful looks when the
Yeah.
one person looked away, the camera would pan to another
Just
person's
like,
face and get the
Is it
reaction.
you?
Even the characters felt like they kind of knew the whole time.
Oh yeah, and they did,
Yeah.
and that was obvious. So I feel like we kind of have to talk about that portion of it. What do you guys think? Should we spoil that?
No.
Nah. All right. Anyways, so Tim Allen plays a drunk, and he is pretty,
The Vietnam drunk.
Vietnam drunk, and he's
a
actually
veteran.
he's I don't know, relatable.
I feel like so. What was
I
that
don't know how
show
to feel about
that he
him.
was just on? Was
Oh,
I forget, but it was like the family show that was on Friday night.
on ABC,
And so Last Man Standing. That's what it was.
Last Man Standing. Yes.
So he played like this dad, kind of like Home Improvement.
A little bit, yeah. He tried to reclaim his sitcom days with this.
And that was canceled. And so I feel like this was just the polar opposite.
Yeah, and it was his little edgier film.
I'm
although,
grungy. I'm rolling pot.
although I
they
kind
said
of,
the F word. That was
Yeah,
like his
when-
third line.
when
He
I
said
heard-
the F word.
I mean, I've heard Tim Allen say the F word many times because if you've ever watched his stand up, holy crap! But
Really?
oh my god,
Oh, I've never watched.
don't watch
his
his stand up. It's not actually all that funny, honestly.
Does he wear a cowboy hat?
It's not. I mean, no. I mean,
What
what?
about a space helmet? Does he wear a space helmet?
Only
It's not
through half
us.
of it.
Oh, only through,
Only
half,
through
of
half
it.
of it.
Not worth it.
No, this is actually from the '80s. So
Oh dear.
yeah, there you go. So honestly, what is there to say about this movie other than the fact that it's good? It's kind of your standard Hallmark-esque Christmas sad film.
I
Yeah,
don't
but I mean,
remember this many shootings in a Hallmark film.
Oh no,
definitely gets
Hallmark
away
never
from
does that.
definitely gets away from like the typical holiday movie by adding a little bit of gunfire in it.
Right, and the body count in this movie is quite relatively high at one point. Although,
was no
although there
cows.
was a kind of like a trick in there. You think one person's dead, but they're not.
Yeah, there
And
was.
that was kind of cool.
I like that. Yeah.
I did like that.
Absolutely hate talking around spoilers, but if it wasn't so new, we would be.
Yeah, it's
working
only
all
5
out.
days old.
Yeah, we got to give you a chance. We'll give you a chance.
What? Margaret Franco from Three Ninjas was in this?
Okay, we're getting off track again.
And that Asian guy from Silicon Valley, Jimmy O Yang.
Jimmy O Yang, Mike
Jimmy
the
O.
cameraman. I feel like the conversation has died out on this simply because the film doesn't inspire anything special.
Yeah, it was just a typical film. Like, it was
Yeah.
good. It's a good story, but it's not like
It
There's
wasn't.
nothing
brought a
really-
tear to my
There
eye.
was like the layer that was the movie, and that was it.
It
didn't go
felt
deeper.
one-dimensional. I think there were frustrating points in the movie where it felt like everyone was jumping around the fact that all they really had to do was talk about how corrupt the police officer was. Like, they could all come together and say that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the sheriff
We-
would have believed it.
Because the sheriff straight up at the beginning of the movie was like, "You're a drunk."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knew
Like
it.
everyone knew it.
So I feel like that
I
right
feel like
there was
it
the
was
most
kind of
frustrating part.
unnecessary, like the rest of the movie. I'm
Yeah.
just like, just put the gun down. What's the point in this?
It was kind of confusing when they try to give him a redeemable like character a little bit when he was describing like how he actually helped
Yeah.
people. I was kind of thrown off by
Yeah.
that. It's like, okay, so should I feel?
I'm like, I don't feel bad for
I
you.
didn't feel any.
They didn't
worse
explain
for
why
him or
he was a
anything.
drunk. Maybe if they would explain why he was a drunk, or like maybe his wife died or something. You know, they do that in movies. It's like, why is this
Yeah.
guy a drunk? No, he's just an asshole.
He's like, I've
Yeah.
been on duty my whole life.
but he did
What does that
help
mean?
some people, like some of the characters in the movie, a little bit.
I kind of in my head was like, you know what? That's your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you went out of your way to do something for
Yeah,
them.
you're literally getting paid
Your
for
job
this.
is to protect them. He was like, Vicente, I was the first one to show up at your store when it was being robbed, or so and so. I was the one that ran your boyfriend out of town when he was beating you up. Well, yeah, that's your job. You are the law enforcement in this area. If you didn't do that, then I would assume you would be fired for literally not doing your job. Which we start the movie with him not doing his job and allowing a barn to burn down because he just didn't feel like he
Because
wanted
he
to
passed,
take
he
the
passed
call.
out drunk or
Calls.
something. Yeah, I think he passed out drunk.
There are so many frustrating moments within the movie. It wasn't a bad movie. I feel like of the Netflix originals that we've watched, this one was on the lower end of the spectrum.
Yeah,
Because-
it's definitely watchable, but it's not like, oh my gosh.
You could throw it on as like one of those holiday movies you put on in the background. I wouldn't like gather the family around the TV.
Definitely a family movie.
This isn't a family movie.
But I would just say give it a shot, I guess. It's
Yeah, if
really
you're-
not impressive.
Or Christmas break, if you're sitting at home, you're tired of binge watching whatever you're watching, you want to throw something on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guys, if you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, watch this.
yeah.
It's a movie, yeah.
But you know what? And the reason I call it a Hallmark movie is simply because of the way that it was shot, the colors, everything. It was kind of flat. There was nothing
It
impressive
was kind
about
of
it.
cheesy.
It was very cheesy. The lines were predictable.
Mm.
The reveals were predictable. The ending was too sappy for me.
The relationships were.
Yeah, and they came out of nowhere. And honestly, they could have done better. They could have done a better job. They could have. You know what would have been great? We're going to rewrite this
There we
movie
go.
really
Oh,
quick.
this Leonard likes to do this.
Yeah, let's do this. We haven't done this in a while.
Let's go to Leonard's corner for Leonard's rewrite.
All right, for the rewrite today on this movie. So basically, what I would have liked to seen is we get in here at the beginning of the hostage situation, but then we work backwards a little bit from each character's perspective, leading up to that moment. Kind of like Crash, kind of like any of those other movies that
Crash is great.
tend to bring a bunch of different characters together. What I would like to see though is kind of a twist.
Dun, dun, dun.
More of a, this police officer is extremely corrupt, but he was right. Despite his corruption.
Interesting.
And that would have been fantastic. But what ends up happening is we get a bland story about that, like you literally said, there was no point.
Right. There was no point to the movie.
Yeah, nothing really. No quant. I mean,
I'm like, why is this happening?
And more importantly, let's just be honest here. The guy that ran out. Okay, so Eric ends up getting put into jail, then beat up by the cops. Then Dax Shepard's character lets him go.
Just say that he let him out.
More importantly, why would you actually go?
Right.
You know that corrupt
Obviously.
cop is going to chase you down.
And obviously they're idiots.
And
so-
it's like, I would have stayed there and have been like, no. That guy's going to kill me if I leave because he was going to kill me if I stayed. So honestly, I would just rather be dead in your jail cell so somebody can go to jail other than innocent people. I mean, right then and there,
They have
that
to
should have...
spend a long time in jail and die.
Who cares?
I would have
Who
left.
cares?
I would have.
Nobody would have believed that officer
Why
because he
would-
was already
yeah.
in trouble.
The
I
cops
would've-
were like
so,
scared
like-
of. Like, why was Billy scared of this other cop?
Who was it?
Because he was a drunk.
So the sheriff, he was like, I know you're a drunk.
Yeah.
You're bad at your
Yeah,
job.
Red's character.
Like, I would have waited for him.
Yeah.
Been
Yeah,
like,
and
hey.
Billy could have talked to him, be like, "Hey, this guy
That's-
didn't do anything."
That-
That's the
just
thing.
threw
I
me
would
in
have been like,
jail.
let me talk to the sheriff, not some crappy freaking whatever the hell he was. Deputy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The deputy?
And for the amount of pot that guy had, I mean, it's Nevada. It's like, step on it, slap on the wrist.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
home.
It was a bit of misdemeanor at best.
Yeah.
It wasn't
So-
even his
And it wasn't even his pot. It was the drunk's
Oh,
pot.
yeah. And there was pot found in his car. And Drano.
And Drano.
And
so
Drano,
They,
so they thought he was
they
a-
were like, obviously, you're going to make meth.
With pot and Drano.
Like, I don't understand the science behind that.
Maybe poison.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
meth.
He's gonna make a bomb or something.
You
I don't
know
know.
how-
With Drano and vodka.
You know how good it
Oh, no.
comes
It was
Tequila.
like
you have to
tequila.
do.
sorry.
Hornitos.
You don't strike me
All
as a
right. So,
chemist.
anyways, I'm giving this like one Goldberg, honestly, because I
What?
feel like
I thought you started so high on this movie, and as we talked about it,
I
it just
don't-
went
It was
downhill.
it's a good movie, but the thing is that to get any more than one Goldberg, you've got to at least have something impressive. You know, you've got to have the Goldberg-esque moment where you're like, life finds a way.
Did you say
But
Goldberg?
yeah, he just said Goldberg. I was like, who's Goldberg?
do.
I don't know.
I do love the
Goldblum.
Goldberg on
Goldblum.
ABC. Watch
You don't
the
know.
Goldberg.
I thought of the
Goldberg.
I thought of the wrestler.
Goldblum. Anyways, so yeah, one Goldblum.
Not
There was
big-
no Goldblum moments.
It was underwhelming.
Yeah, I was deeply disappointed.
I
was
mean, yeah, my
too.
favorite moment was the moment with like the like Vincente at the end.
yeah.
So
My favorite moment was when there was,
That was really
a
cryptic.
sheriff on one side and then there was the deputy on the
Oh, yeah.
other side,
That was-
and they're shooting at each other through this
That's true.
building.
that was-
Oh, you know, I think we can mention
And they're
Vicente.
like, open fire! Open fire! And they're shooting at each other. No one is actually shooting at them.
The sheriff finally realizes it, though. Thank God, because that was kind of dumb. It like started out funny and then just ended up dumb. I'm
yeah,
like,
if these people were
what?
as smart as humans, this movie wouldn't have happened. This
Yeah.
storyline
if
wouldn't have
you
happened.
were real,
But I guess that's
real
seriously.
people.
I didn't get there with the suspension of disbelief, I guess.
No, and you know what? It's just watch it if you have nothing else to watch. If The Miracle on 34th Street is not running, not running that day, or if Holiday Inn isn't available to stream,
we
or
talked
if
about that
White
on
Christmas isn't available to you, work down the list until you get to this one.
If you like Tim Allen,
Watch
There you
Santa
go.
Claus.
Don't, yeah. If you like Tim Allen, watch Santa Claus.
Your
If you don't
childhood.
like Tim Allen, watch this. No. All right, so guys, you know what? Christmas time's coming up. We're obviously going to be doing a Christmas special, and it's going to be fun. But I thought we would talk about maybe a little bit of the traditions leading up to the holidays. Do you have any?
all right. Yeah.
Like, do you have anything that you particularly do before we get to the actual day?
Before Christmas?
Before Christmas. Nobody ever talks about that.
What do you mean, like before Christmas?
Like for me, I always make sure that someone is buying a calendar during that. I have to buy a calendar during this time.
That's because of your mother. Your
Yeah,
mother
it's been a
buys-
tradition since we were kids.
Literally, his mother will just get everyone calendars, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know where I'm
Those little
putting
stores,
this.
the little stores in
Yeah.
the mall.
That's what we were able to afford when we were younger.
Oh,
Because we were
They're
poor.
expensive. What are you talking about? Those calendars are expensive now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like $20 bucks.
Yeah,
Do you have $20?
Yeah.
I don't got $20.
me neither. No, we have
Okay.
the same bank account.
Nobody uses the
If you
calendars
have
nowadays.
$20
though.
bucks. Why would I have $20 bucks?
Everybody has an iPhone. You don't need a calendar nowadays, unfortunately.
Another one is I like making sugar cookies around this time.
You didn't make sugar cookies last year.
I opted
Dang,
them out
stepping
for-
all over his
The year
traditions.
before?
No, Leonard.
last-
She's saying,
okay,
Leonard, you're
so-
a
The
liar.
year before,
So
we
coming
did make
up-
that, and last year we made gingerbread cookies because I was
That-
like,
She's
I
like,
found
Leonard, shut your mouth. You're
a
a
bunch
liar.
of. Remember, we had them in our pantry for a long time because
Oh,
they
we
were
did.
for cheap.
Fight. Geese, geese,
We
geese.
did.
We
bought
made
a,
some really shitty
we bought a lot
gingerbread
of
cookies.
gingerbread mix, and we overcommitted to the
I don't
idea.
like gingerbread.
I do. I really
I
love
do.
ginger snaps.
I don't like
and-
ginger stuff.
Well, you see, if it's just like I won't bite out of a ginger, but I do like gingerbread.
I like the people.
You like gingerbread people?
No, like ginger people
Ginger people.
with
Sure,
red hair.
people.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's good.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I don't
Because you
know.
are ginger.
How? What? I do have some red in my
Wait.
beard.
So
Yeah.
does Leonard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's just gross.
it's there.
Yeah, I have a cousin, my grandfather's son from a
So
different.
your second cousin twice removed.
No, it's my uncle, my half uncle, I guess. His son is like
He's
straight
son.
red hair. His son is straight red hair. He has straight red hair. It's actually curly, but you know.
Okay, so you have any traditions leading up to?
Yeah.
Like things like
Well,
obviously
you
tamales.
have.
I
You
love
have
putting up
kids,
Christmas lights.
So...
Oh no, it was before I had kids. I loved putting
Oh,
up Christmas
okay.
lights. When I was a teenager, I would put up Christmas lights.
Oh,
lights at the
wow.
house. I love putting up Christmas lights, and I hadn't done it for a few years, and I did it this year, and I felt good.
Felt good.
But I haven't
Felt
turned
good
them
to
on
be
in like
back.
a week because I've been too tired to go out and turn them on. But I like seeing them.
They're like it's dark, but I know they're there.
Yeah, yeah.
And that makes me
And
feel
then
real
Look at how pretty they
I like
are. They're
putting,
not
like,
on. Imagine it. Imagine it. You can put any
garland.
color there.
I can put garland up. I like garland.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what else to have for Christmas.
Yeah. Any like foods? Like my family, we always get tamales. Obviously.
Tamales, champurrado.
You are way more Mexican than I am.
Well, I married a very Mexican woman.
Ah,
Yeah.
I did not.
See, he
Well, no, I
was
had
already kind of Mexican, and he married a real Mexican.
And so now they have actual
Well, yeah, I mean,
traditions.
with my family, like my grandma and stuff, she'd always do it, but like now it's like it's gonna happen no matter what.
Now it's like
Like double
there.
down the champurrado
See-
tamales.
Now, all I have is tamales, and normally my mother, who is very white, is the one that makes them.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
she
there you
adapted
go.
quickly.
that's interesting.
It is right.
Yeah.
And hers are pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
I'm
very
not
big.
actually a huge fan of tamales.
What?
I think they're kind of dry.
Get out of our house.
I mean, like when people are like, "Oh, these are moist," I'm like, "They're okay." I didn't really put a lot of sour cream on them.
Why are you doing an accent every time?
No, I'm not talking. I'm just talking.
Yeah, dude, it still came out.
What are you talking about? I'm just talking.
These are really moist.
No,
They're okay. I feel like you've offended a lot of people.
No, I feel like you're putting this on me. You are putting this on me, Leonard. You're trying to burn my bridges that I have not made yet.
We have no bridges. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What about you, Celeste? Before we got married, did you have any happy traditions that I've destroyed?
I had very religious traditions.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Alright.
I come from a very religious family. So get this, we'd make a birthday cake for Jesus. And then we read the Christmas story, then sing happy birthday to Jesus. And then, yeah. But I don't do that anymore.
I'm trying really hard not
Because
to say anything. But you know what? Hey,
I'm not like
that's a good
that
tradition.
anymore.
Hey, we
But
did
you
it
know
a few
what?
times at my
But
when
you
we
know
had
what?
like gatherings. We'd have birthday cake for Jesus.
those are good traditions because I mean, if as long as it's something your entire family is definitely into, and you're not
We
being
were
into,
very into it.
hey, then you know
guys.
what? That's awesome because that's something you did every year with your family.
Exactly.
And around here, a lot of people have the tradition of going to like Christmas Tree Lane. I was not. I didn't get to go. when I
I've
was
gone
younger,
twice
so-
this year.
Yeah,
I drove through. That was fun.
we walked with Alina.
Walked by. You guys walked by yourself?
Trevor is convinced Alina doesn't exist.
Yeah, yeah. We go through this every time. Trevor.
I don't know. We should ask Andrew if she does.
Oh my
That's
God.
very insider.
That's such an.
What are you talking about? We're leaving all that in at the beginning of the
You're
podcast.
not leaving
You're not
any of
leaving
that
that
in.
in.
Leonard,
All
I'm
of
talking
that-
about it now, so you have to leave it in.
I'm not leaving it in.
There's people complain if we don't get to hear the first 6 minutes of this podcast before he says welcome to director
You know
review.
what? You know what? if one day we... No, I'm not going to do this.
No,
That
because
is
then
never
you'll
going
have
to be
put
heard.
it out
Exactly.
if you
This is
say-
never going to be heard.
So, no, we're not doing it.
No, we're going to start from where we failed to intro our own podcast.
My
Let's
good
see.
people, you have been robbed.
Let me just tell you, it was a lot of death, and it was
It was
a lot of...
weird. There was a lot of laughing,
And then it
But I
was
kinda liked it.
awkwardness.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's only Wednesday.
I
should always
don't-
try new
We're
things.
recording this on Wednesday.
I don't know if you can't tell, but we are all at a level of exhaustion that is probably higher than we've been in a while.
I'm ready for Christmas.
This-
I'm ready
Like
for
Tim
those
Allen
3
was in this
days
movie.
off.
Oh my god! And you know what? I feel like part of it is because of the holiday seasons. There's just so much stress, and in my job, it just tends to get like work piles on you during this time.
Well, yeah, there's more people drinking, more people doing stupid shit during the holidays.
Right.
Yeah.
There's more news to report.
There's so much more news to report.
And there's a lot of the world is on fire in California, so you have to
Right.
report that every day.
California is on fire.
When we got word of wildfires, I was like, "It's December. What is happening?"
did
Someone
that
like
come from?
there's like they were. I think your station reported that someone might be responsible for like
Yeah.
starting the fire.
The
Yeah.
Skirball fire.
Yeah.
Skirball fire.
What is that?
That one is that the one in
Skee
Santa
ball
Barbara?
fire.
Santa Barbara. It's one near the Getty Center. That one is an illegal cookout
Oh my gosh.
that started the fire.
Those steaks
most
better be
likely
worth it.
vagrant related.
Oh,
It's not
vagrants.
completely.
I have
confirmed.
no idea what that means, but I will just.
Homeless.
Wow, vagrant. Oh,
Homeless.
homeless. Oh no.
The
homeless.
vagrants.
Homeless.
Oh.
And I don't
We-
know
we-
about you, Trevor, but at my job, it's end of the year, so we're having to get all of our tax stuff together, and everyone's like, "We're trying to wrap this up for the end of the year," and I'm like, "Aren't we all?"
Do you work with like 95-year-old
Oh
women?
God! I punched it.
It feels like it.
Yeah, my work's been. I think just work picks up.
Yeah.
Probably not for
year.
school teachers. Oh no, even then they got like finals and stuff.
They got finals, but then they get like 3 weeks off. How cool would it be to be a teacher?
I get a day.
Nah, I don't want to deal with little kids.
Right? I get a day.
Hey, I'm taking a couple days. I'm taking 26th and 27th off.
Ooh.
My boss is going away for a week, so I have to
Treat
take over
yourself.
the entire department.
Hey, look at you.
If
Yeah.
Leonard isn't home, I don't see a point in staying home because I'm just by
Hey, but-
myself.
Aww.
That's not the reason. But anyways,
I get lonely.
Hey, we got to get hyped because we're watching Star Wars tomorrow.
we are
are.
watching Star Wars tomorrow, and I am so excited. Everyone at my job can't see it tomorrow.
Why? Is that working or what?
Well, yeah, they're all working, but they're also all older and have kids, or they just,
Trevor
they just
has a
don't have the
child.
time.
Tomorrow I'm just gonna pretend like I don't. Go home.
No children here.
And so I told them that I would call them individually after the movie and tell them all of this.
You should just post it on the just post Facebook.
Oh my god!
Star Wars spoilers.
That's like like the guy that was like the airplane attendant that went out like quit and then like pulled the chute
Oh yeah,
to go down the slide.
That's my out.
That's how you out.
That's
You just
my
post
out.
all the Star Wars spoilers on the and then quit.
Oh my god! All right, guys.
Leonard loves his job,
I do.
Yeah.
I do love my job.
but that would be an epic way to go
But that
out.
would be
that would
the
be
way
a good
to
way,
go.
especially since it's ABC.
And it's it's all
Yeah.
Disney.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! All right, guys. I think that's it. I think we didn't talk about this movie very much,
It
but
was underwhelming. Watch it if you want.
yeah, it's on Netflix. It's
I'll-
there.
I'll give it 2 bottles of tequila out of 5
Jack Daniels.
bullet holes.
That was really
pretty
labored.
accurate. I'll give it a broken refrigerator
Broken refrigerator
out of a shot up car.
out of a shot-up car. Chevelle specifically, SS. Anyways,
Oh, look at him.
1971.
Leonard geeking out over here on his
Little
cars.
bit. Anywho, let's end this. Let's put a bullet.
It's been
in the
fun,
head there.
guys.
Oh my god.
Holiday special next time.
Yep, holiday special next
Already
time.
freaking watched because someone doesn't know how to text.
Actually, it won't even be the next time you hear from us. It won't be the holiday special.
Really?
No,
The
that's
holiday
not.
special's
Oh.
coming out on Christmas.
That's on Christmas.
That's coming out on Christmas.
On Christmas.
Why did I watch this damn movie so early?
I have no
I'm
clue.
gonna have to watch it again.
You are.
It was not. We'll talk about it.
December, the month of underwhelming movies.
December is our train wreck month, so enjoy it because
This is when everything goes downhill.
yeah,
It's been a good month and a half. Good 2 months.
good 2 months of quality content, and now this.
That's okay, guys. My tweet today got like 3 likes, so we're really on
We're
that
going.
swing.
Boy,
We're going.
it's been a pleasure playing with you guys.
Absolutely.
We're going
That
down with the
sounded
boat.
weird. Anyways, we're gonna go now, and
Damn it, Leonard. I was trying to make a Titanic quote, and you had to ruin it.
listen. You said never mind.
Film me like one of your girls.
Like one of your French girls.
Oh,
That's,
All right.
that's what they said.
I don't know. It's
Okay, man, like one
Thank
of
you
your
for
French
listening today,
girls.
guys.
I don't think you listened all the way through. I'm
I'm
pretty sure
sorry.
everyone stopped about 15,
Give
20
it a
minutes
watch.
ago.
When you're at home,
Yeah,
El Camino Christmas.
El Camino Christmas with Tim Allen saying the F word a bunch of times.
It was actually not that long of a movie either.
It was not. It was about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
It
it's,
felt,
it's a
I mean,
quick
I guess
one.
it was kept me engaged because it felt quick. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not great. Give it a go.
it's right in the middle.
Right there. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful whatever time of day it is. And on behalf of the beautiful Celeste
Oh, hi.
and the gorgeous Mr. Trevor Thomas
Oh, hi.
and Alina, who is not here.
She doesn't exist.
Yes, exactly. All right. We will talk to you guys later and keep on streaming. See you.
Bye. Have a good December.
Toodles.
Wait, why aren't we seeing them again in December?
We never see them.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay.
Can they have a
got
good
me
December?
there.
I'm going to
Gosh,
turn this off.
turn this off.
Okay.